Hi guys, it's reaction time. We got Jelusick and Power to the People. I've had a lot of people ask for this week. I think Wes, Ralph, Greg, a few others. I think Paul, a lot of people saying I'm going to love this. And of course it's Jelusick. The last album was amazing. It was only last year, wasn't it? I think the last album. And this is the first single, it says, from the upcoming second album. No date as far as I can tell yet, but that's exciting to know we're going to get a second album so soon. So Dino Jelusick on vocals and keys, of course. The amazing, one of the best metal singers around, maybe the best at the moment. Ivan Keller on guitars, Luca Broderick on bass, and Mario Lepaglavic on the drums and samples. So really, really excited. I mean, this came out at the beginning of the week and I was like, man, that is just amazing to hear new Jelusick music. This guy is such a talent as well, isn't he? So here we go for Power to the People, the first single from the upcoming second Jelusick album. Here we go. Wow. You don't need to be an extreme metal band to be heavy. One of the heaviest bands around, I think. I mean, the guitar work. I mean, as soon as them riffs kicked in at the beginning, I was like, man, they've got that guitar ramped so high in the mix. But of course, everything's balanced perfectly. But the guitar is just cutting through. You can't get any heavier guitar sound than that. That's brilliant, man. There's just riffs all over this. I love the sort of, it's almost got this slightly proggy feel where it's got this odd time signature going through the verses especially, and then leading up to the chorus. Then when it hits the chorus, it goes into a more straightforward rhythm, as it should, because that's the hook of the song. Do I even have to say about Dino's vocals? That gives a heavy edge to it as well. When he's on this aggressive, heavy edge to his vocals, it makes the song even heavier, just his vocals alone. Just giving absolutely every ounce of his body into the vocals, just like you can hear, like he means every word, which is amazing. it's got this almost like parts of this as well when it went into that second round of verses, almost like this slightly funky feel as well, which adding a different texture to the song as well. Lyrically, probably, you know, to me it feels very on point with what's going on in America with the election and stuff. To me, I don't know if that's the point of the vocals, but almost saying, you know, the divide. It feels like it's saying about the divide in America itself with the, you know, the politics are shit, aren't they, from both sides. Let's admit it. All they do is bully each other. No one's got any great ideas that as such as they will. Some have, you know, but I'm not going to go into what I think. But it's all about, you know, how bad the other person is rather than this is what we're going to do to make things better. And that's been the whole thing from the American politics, you know, just no actual ideas as such, just the other person's shit. So that's why you should vote for me. Awful, absolutely awful. It's been like a complete joke from both sides at some points. It really has. I have got a view of, you know, who I think would be better who wins, but man, it hasn't been great, is it? And the American politics for a while, and this year it's just been awful. Some of the arguments and put forward, if there has been hardly any. So, you know, that's really on point, especially right now. We've got a couple of days before the American election. So, I mean, I don't get a choice in it, but I've been watching it quite closely. But very on point. I think this is, to my opinion, it's a lot to do with that. It's very political, this song. But, man, you guys might have a different view of it, or Dino himself might have. But, man, it's a brilliant, brilliant song. Here we go for the rest. Wow. That is heavy as fuck, man. Absolutely brilliant stuff. I'll tell you, that solo, I'm hoping that, you know, either Dino or the band will comment if I send this video to them, but it almost had some Dimebag influence, I think, in that solo. The way the bass was running in the background, and the way that solo was with all the trickery with the tremolo arm and the notes, the way they were being played, almost had a Dimebag Pantera feel to me. I might be way out, but I'd love to hear the band's take on that. But man, absolutely superb stuff. I can't, that was heavy as a ton of fucking bricks, wasn't it? That was brilliant, man. That was Power to the People by Jelusick. I'm really glad. I'm hoping, you know, we get an album early on in the year. I think last album was out like near the end of the year, when there was already loads of music out. So it was hard for me to, I'd love to have spent more time with that album. And as you know, I move on to the next year. So I haven't spent as much time as I wanted, although I love the album every time I heard it. But man, keeping up with it is awful. So trying, hopefully, you know, they will bring this album out January, something like that. Have the whole year with it and really dive in, because there's a lot to digest in Jelusick's music. Across an album that, you know, the album that he brought out last time had loads of different, you know, styles and stuff like that. Some of it was really heavy, some of it was really ultra melodic, some of it was a bit progressive. So there's a lot to divulge, and I'm hoping that we get the album right at the beginning of the year, so it gives me more time to divulge the brilliance of Jelusick. Power to the people. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below, guys, and I'll see you soon.